Hello guys, this is Sunblade from 59 Gaming, and today we are talking about the V-Jump leaks for Dokkan's end of the year dual Dokkan Fest. And yeah, we will talk a little bit about the Legend stuff, but you can expect an in-depth video about that from the Legend people from 59 Gaming. So, as you can see on the screen, the dual Dokkan Fest for JP Dokkan by the end of the year consists of Pikkon and transforming Janemba. So yeah, Galeriot is with me here today. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I'm looking forward to talking about this.
And yeah, Gay, what do you think about this Dual Dokkan Fest?
Very interesting. I had put out a tweet a couple of months ago in October, I think it was. I said, okay, it'll be very cool if they do SSJ for Vegito, for Heroes, which happened, and then Super Gogeta for the end of the year dual Dokkan Fest, because that would mean they've done all the fusions in a singular year. They did Kefla, they've done Gotenks, they've done Vegito Blue, Gogeta Blue, they've done
Right.
Super Vegito, now they've done Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, they've done Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Gogeta was the only one left to complete that entire roster of fusion slash Patara characters in 1 year. Unfortunately, it's taken a bit of a detour. Let's leave it at that. They have done the Janemba, but Pikkon is a very interesting decision. I'm not gonna lie. And Pikkon also seems to have a partner super, which is very cool. And I want to
Mhm.
talk a bit about that as well. Is that my expectation is that his partner super is going to be with Gogeta, and especially it won't have the issues of the complete gacha or compu gacha, purely because we do have a free Gogeta as well. So I have a feeling it's going to be either Gogeta or Super Saiyan 3 Goku that he'll have that partner super with. What do you think?
I absolutely agree with that. As of right now, I assume it is with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but the idea about Gogeta is good as well. I'm excited to see what will happen, but at the same time, I have some doubts because if you look at the categories from Pikkon and Janemba, Janemba's only on 2 categories, I believe: movie bosses and transformation boost, and Pikkon is like on worthy rivals, otherworld warriors, and such. And I don't know how Akatsuki is going to design them in order to make them really, really good and desirable. What do you think about that?
Okay, yeah, no, I agree. Do you think Fat Janemba is going to be on maybe like giant category?
Yeah,
Let
that
me see if the
could happen.
SR1 is on there, because the SR1
Yeah.
obviously he isn't on giant category. See, we can't expect him to be on giant category either.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting. They could make beings of evil as a category for Janemba,
hmm
because Janemba is literally a being made of evil, effectively.
Yeah.
I don't know who else could be in there. You could probably throw in Kid Buu, um, and who else could be in that category? They could do something like that. Again, I think they'll probably introduce a new category. I
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to. I think Pycon might just end up being Otherworld Warriors and something else as well. Because I still believe they should buff up Otherworld Warriors. I mean, we did get a 150 key plus 4 with Angel Frieza, sorry. So
Mhm.
it's a solid start, but I still think we need some more for Otherworld Warriors, especially the super side maybe. Um, but yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting because they definitely have to develop new categories for this, unless they want to go for movie bosses. They'll definitely go for movie bosses for Janemba, because we haven't had a new movie bosses since Broly. Was Broly the last time we had a
Uh,
movie
I-
bosses lead?
yeah, right, right. Yeah,
So I think he'll be movie bosses, but I do think we'll get new categories with them. 100%.
yeah, yeah. They should do that so they have some more categories in their kit. But yeah, with the release of Janemba, I really hope that Extreme Tech gets a good boost in power here. Yeah, I think the typing really needs it because there are so many people that are complaining about the Extreme Super Battle Road stage. And yeah, if the player base gets one card that can make the stage easier, I think they will be pretty happy about that. I don't know what you think about this.
I 100% agree. I've always been an advocate of Extreme Tech needing a standout unit. If you look at each typing, you could say Super Tech has Ultimate Gohan and now the LR Tech Gohan. You've got Super Physical or Super Int, actually, with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta now. These are all standout units that are amazing in their own right. STR has LR Vegito and so on and so forth. Extreme Tech is that one category that
Hmm.
hasn't had a standout unit in a very long time. They tried doing it with Majin Buu, but Majin Buu takes too long to get going, and he's only good in a Super Buu form, arguably, right? So he's not
Yeah.
amazing for where he needs to be, which is Super Battle Road. And then you look at the other rosters, which are made up of solid units. You've got Raditz, Broly, the LR Tech Broly, the addition of course, they added what's her name, Zangya as well, but her kit isn't good enough for being on a full Extreme Tech team. The World
Hmm.
Tournament
Hmm.
Cell getting a Dokkan Awakening is fantastic, but again, he can't carry a team on his own shoulders, you know.
Yes.
So it's all about like we just there needs to be that standout unit, and I'm really hoping this Janemba is that standout unit.
Hmm. Hmm. So, and what about Pikkon? What kind of typing or maybe even kit do you want to see? So, what has to happen in order to make you summon for him?
Ooh, it's hard because his links aren't amazing, right? Like that's
Yeah.
one thing we can completely agree on. Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Other World Warriors, and
Hmm.
some other stuff. Of
Hmm.
course, he'll get Fierce Battle, obviously, this time around. Oh, it's hard, honestly. I think he'll need to obviously be self sufficient. I think that's going to be a priority. Either he gives himself key or he changes orbs. Maybe he changes orbs and helps out SSJ3 Goku, and we might get the easy A4 Tech SSJ3 Goku this time around, the Angel
Hmm.
one.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of possibilities with this PyCon. I really hope he's just self-sufficient. I think that's the priority. And then on top of that, I think making him a bit more unique, so far PyCons have been, let's be honest and say they haven't been anything impressive, the PyCons that we've
Hmm.
had.
Yeah.
Um
Correct.
the tech one and then the STR/int one, depending on what version of the game you play.
Hmm.
It hasn't been very impressive. And I do remember obviously using STR PyCon on global. Obviously, this was way back in the day when obviously I just started and PyCon and Goku had just come. But you don't use them anymore. So I think making them unique, making them fun, and one, yeah, obviously when I say unique, please don't copy the same unit again, Dokkan. Like, don't copy like int SSA3 Goku from last year or something like that, please. Like we've had enough of copy pasta units over the last 2 months now.
I totally agree. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm hoping for something unique, something cool. Being a bit self-sufficient because, like I said, PyCon needs it. And yeah, I'm not too fussed about the links, to be honest, because the links itself are pretty strong if you look at it. The attack and
Hmm.
defense he gets from the links are fantastic, but he
Yeah.
doesn't get key from the links, which is the biggest problem he has. So as long as he gets key from his passive, I think he'll be a good unit and a fun unit to use. But is he going to be hype? That's a different point altogether.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So I'm looking at his kit right now, and this Pycon will probably be the first one who has movie heroes built into him for the category. So that could be kind of exciting. Maybe he will be a very, very strong support unit who gives key attack and defense, and maybe creates rainbow keys for something like that. And yeah, maybe you can alter his links a little bit, like get rid of Supreme Warrior or Gentleman for prepared for battle, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, what about the typing? Yeah, well, depending on the kid, if he's more defensive orientated, he maybe he's kind of a tank. Then you could give him AGL because AGL needs a unit like that. But don't make him SDR. That's yeah, pretty much my only wish here.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I do think they could easily give him either AGL or Fizz. We haven't had a Fizz super unit in a while. We haven't had an AGL super Fizz unit as well. Int and STR have been getting a lot of love recently, and we've gotten tech with both Ultimate Gohan and the LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I have a
Hmm.
feeling it's gonna be AGL or Fizz in my opinion. I was kind of saying
Okay. Hmm.
Gohan, the SSJ2 Gohan would be Fizz or tech. We got tech. So hopefully it's AGL or Fizz this time round as well. I think Fizz would be a bit more suited for him, especially because of the LR Gogeta from like 2 3 years ago now. Um, it could work well with them as well,
Hmm.
So to kind of fit him in with them, maybe. Um, but yeah, that's my expectation. I think Fizz or AGL is my go-to as well. I agree.
Yeah, as of right now, I would say or I would predict that Janemba is tech and Pycon is AGL. That would make sense. But yeah, to go back to Janemba, I already talked about his wish, my wish that he is extreme tech. So yeah, let's talk about a potential kit. You definitely want to run him alongside another Super Janemba, of course, the Int one, or in the future the SDR one. What do you have in mind for him?
I don't know, honestly. It's gonna be very interesting to see what we get with him. I'm a bit uncertain as to what I want from Janemba. Honestly, like obviously if you look at Int and STR Janemba so far, you know, guard. That's pretty much the first thing you'd say he'll have probably, right? Um, I mean, apart from that, I hope he does a bit more. I mean, if you look at the int one with his easy, he does damage already. But again, it's more so this time around. Let's go for more uniqueness. I think Janamba is fine as he is. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you base it off his int and STR ones. So I just hope they expand upon it. I hope they just make it a bit more interesting. Like for example, the in Gohan easy that we just got from the extermination event. I hope they do some stuff more like that, where it's like condition based.
Yes.
Get some
Yes.
supers or get some dodges, get some guards off, and boom, you get this attack up or this defense up, or you're guaranteed to get a critical hit if you get hit like 3 times in the first slot or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Next turn or whatever, or for like 2 turns guaranteed critical hits or something like that. Make it more unique, make it more fresh. That would be dope. But yeah, I expect the usual guard shenanigans, some dodge maybe, and
Mm-hmm.
the usual for Janemba. I'm more interested to see Janemba, Fat Janemba's kid. I want to see what they do with him, to be honest, because that's going to be interesting. And obviously, how he's going to transform. Is it going to be like a first turn transformation? Is it going to be after a couple of turns, or what's the situation there as well? But I'm really hoping they do something even more unique with the Fat Janemba, because you're not. This is the first time we have a Fat Janemba as an SSR unit, right? So I'm looking forward
Right.
to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I just pulled up the kit for the AGL SR Janemba, who is pretty much on every banner. And definitely make sure to farm the Dokkan Fest Janemba with that card. But if I look at his links, he has Master of Magic, the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye. Yeah, not great links for a Dokkan Fest unit. Maybe Akatsuki can alter those links, so he is very reliable pre-transform. So,
I think the only
but
good links he has is probably Metamorphosis is Nightmare, pretty much. The others are kind
yeah,
of
in
just
Fierce Battle,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're linking it with the extreme units, those are the only two ones you could arguably say like match up to any other unit. The one thing I'm very happy about this unit though is that he's starting off as Fat Geneba, which was what I wanted, because you can now run the int or whenever the STR one gets his EZA with him. So it's gonna be fantastic. Both are gonna be amazing linking partners to each other.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, guys, definitely let us know what you think about those two characters. But before we close things out, let's jump a little bit to Legends. We will just hover over it. Yeah, so the new unit for Legends will probably be, or will be, the Freezer from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. And what I personally believe is that is pretty much a quote unquote confirmation that Legends is going to get a new Broly and Gogeta later on. What do you think?
I definitely think it's going to be interesting how they'll do Broly. I definitely see them doing Gogeta Blue for sure, but I wonder how they'll do Broly. I assume they'll just either, because they already have the purple Broly, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what like special moves they'll give him. What blue card and stuff like that. What ultimate he'll have maybe.
Mhm.
Will there be any changes from the old one? Will it be an LF? And if so, how are they going to do his LF, if anything? It's going to be very interesting to say the least if they do Broly. But I definitely think, yeah, this is confirmation that they're going down that route. We got the code Vegeta, the code Goku's coming. And the fact that they haven't made an announcement here makes me think we're probably going to get something at Jump Fest in probably like about 3 days.
Mhm.
I think Jump Fest is
Yes,
the
right.
Dragon Ball version. The Dragon Ball event is on the 3 days from now. It starts on the 19th, but it's the 20th is when the Dragon Ball stage is. So it's going to be interesting to see if we'll get a reveal there for sure.
Okay, yeah, that concludes the characters. Yeah, one last thing here, you see it on the screen already, is that the Krillin will get a legendary campaign for Dokkan. That was already, yeah, pretty much hinted in the current data for JP Dokkan, and Babidi Majin Buu card seems to be coming as well. We just have to wait and see how this card turns out.
He's updated it to be an LR. So I'm interested to see if
Okay.
it's gonna be either a battle. Well, we know it's probably. I doubt it'll be Battlefield. I think because we already have Majin
Yeah.
Buu and Dabura
Right.
in there, right? So I think it's probably either gonna be a Prime battle or a story event, and I hope it's a story event like Goku and Arale because I feel we haven't had one of those in so long that it would be kind of nice to make it a bit more simpler, a bit more of an easier grind. Not necessarily
Mhm.
it like I love Prime battles, don't get me wrong. It's not fun, but it's content nonetheless, right?
Yeah.
I,
Right.
I but I'd still like it to be an event so that players can easily get this Babidi and Majin Buu and then slap them and get them, make a decent team out of it. Because to be fair, Dragon Ball Seekers is still one of the better free to play teams out there. It's probably not the best anymore because Pure Saiyans, Goku family, Vegeta family have just shot across and become some of the best free to play teams. But if Babidi and Majin Buu can be a decent leader for a certain category, be it a Majin Power category or Majin Buu Saga category, Majin Buu Saga has some decent free to play units, right? So, getting a category for them would be nice. So let's see. I'm interested to see if they're just an event or a prime battle that we're gonna get.
Okay, so yeah, that concludes pretty much this discussion video. And definitely, guys, let us know what you think about those leaks. Are you excited for the Dual Dokkan Festival for JP Dokkan? Are you going to summon? Are you going to skip? Are you going to save your stones for the anniversary? Definitely let us know in the comment section. And yeah, Galeriot and me will see you very soon in the next 5-9 Gaming video. Stay tuned.
Bye.